Everybody, Mr. Smith here with another quick math video. Today we want to look at the basics of scientific notation. Alright, as you can see on the screen, we have an example, 3.25 times 10 to the fourth. So what scientific notation is it's a shortcut way to write very large numbers or very small numbers. Okay, and what we have here is we have a number between 1 and 10 times a power of 10 multiplied by a power of 10. Alright, and so if the number is very large, it's a shortcut way to write that number, or very small. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so 3.25, if we want to write it in standard notation, we have to multiply by 10 4 times. So every time we multiply by a power of 10 positive, we're going to shift the decimal point one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our decimal point should end up over here. We add in those placeholder zeros, and then our answer in standard notation would be 32,500. So this number is not too large, so it wouldn't be too difficult to write, and it might even be easier to write the number as normal instead of in scientific notation, but it's just to get the idea of what's happening. Okay, second example, 1.526 times 10 to the negative third. So as we can see, this number 1.526, it's in between 1 and 10 multiplied by a power of 10. So this is scientific notation. And if you want to write it in standard notation, since we're multiplying by a negative power of 10, it's kind of like dividing by 10. So every time you multiply by 10, that decimal point will shift one place to the left. So 1, 2, 3 times. Add in our zeros. So we get 0.001526. So that would be our standard notation from the scientific notation above. Alright, next example, this is 4 million. And if we want to write this in scientific notation, we have to get it as, like the same as before. So we want to get it as a number between 1 and 10. In this case, we're going to use 4.0. We're going to multiply by some power of 10. So the decimal point is all the way at the end over here. We need to get that all the way up here in between the 4 and the 0. Okay, and we can see there's 6 zeros. So it's going to be 6 places that we have to shift. So in scientific notation, our answer would be 4.0 times 10 to the 6th power. Okay, because we want to shift that decimal point 6 times. So this will be our scientific notation. Okay, next example, 0.000354. So this is a very small number, and we want to, same thing, we want to get that into scientific notation. So we need to get a number between 1 and 10. So we're going to get that decimal point. We need to get that in between the 3 and the 5. So 3.54. And then we need to adjust by the power of 10. And since it's a very small number and we're going to be shifting, it's going to be a negative exponent. Okay. And we can see there's 3 zeros and a 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Okay. You can always count over. So 3.54 times 10 to the negative 4th power will be our scientific notation. Alright, one last thing you have to be careful of is like little things like this. So this is 18.2 times 10 to the 8th. Okay, but this is not a number between 1 and 10. So it's technically not in scientific notation. So to get this into scientific notation, we just need that decimal point to shift one extra place to the left. Okay, but we need to just adjust the power of 10 for that. And so since it starts with times 10 to the 8th, we now need to, because we shifted it one place to the left, we have to account for that, and we have to actually now change it to 10 to the 9th, because we're going to have to shift that decimal point from where it is now between the 1 and the 8 9 places to the right in this case. Okay, so that would be the scientific notation. And if you wanted to do the standard notation, you would have to shift the decimal point 9 places to the right. I'll show you that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and this is where scientific notation really helps out, because it's a very large number. It's much easier to write it into scientific notation than it is to write it in standard notation, which is this one down below. Questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Till next time.